flinched and covered her head, thinking I
Let's
was
get the
about to eat
fuck
her.
out of here.
I told her I was going to save our sister-in-law, and that from now on I protect both of them. Then I ran out into the prison. At the Lee house, I could hear Chinru screaming and three men laughing behind a side room door. Old man Lee tried to block me at the gate, reminding me I was the one who sold her. I shoved past him, kicked the gate open, and he fell in the snow. I smashed the door open with a hoe. Inside, Chinru's clothes were torn to shreds. She was down to her legs, and the three brothers were closing in. I lost it completely. I brought the hoe down on the oldest brother's skull. Blood sprayed everywhere, and he dropped. The second brother charged at me, so I stepped back and kicked him square between the legs. He crumpled, screaming. The youngest was only 16. He took one look at the bloody hoe in my hand and backed into the wall, shaking. I pulled off my only coat and wrapped it around Chinru. She was trembling so badly she couldn't speak. She just threw her arms around my neck and held on like I was the only thing keeping her alive. I picked her up and headed for the door. The oldest brother got back on his feet, bleeding from his head, and threatened me. He said his family had four men and mine only had one. I stopped and stared him dead in the eyes. I told him that from today, anyone who touches a woman from my family will have to deal with me, and I don't play fair. All three of them went quiet. On my way out, Old Manly tried to stop me again, pointing his bony finger and stammering about broken promises. I kicked him in the chest and sent him flying. I spat on the ground and told him he was lucky I didn't finish the job. I ran through the blizzard carrying Chinru. She was shaking so hard I couldn't tell if it was from the cold or the terror. I felt awful for her, married into my family now. Never even got a wedding night before her husband was dragged off to war and killed. 3 years alone as a widow, with a worthless brother-in-law who sold her for pocket change. Then I heard coughing through the snow. Shuai had followed me out, stumbling through knee-deep drifts in her thin clothes. I yelled at her to go back. She barely had one set of clothes. If they got soaked, she'd have nothing to change into. Back home, I wrapped Chin Ru in our only blanket. I pulled on the torn shirt I'd used to cover her earlier, my lips already turning purple. I was freezing, but I couldn't afford to get sick. If I went down, both these women wouldn't survive the winter. I told Shuai to stay in bed and grabbed the cart to go cook. She just stared at me. A man cooking? In the Dacian Empire, that's unheard of. People would mock the wife for being lazy. Half an hour later, I came back with a big bowl of boiled fish, steaming hot. When I turned around, Shinru was peeking out from the blanket with one terrified eye, looking at me like I was a bandit. Shuai stepped between us and begged me not to sell her sister-in-law again. I apologized to Chinru and offered to kneel. I wasn't actually going to. It wasn't even me who did those things, but I wanted her to see I'd changed. Shuai grabbed me and said I was scaring her, but I seemed like a completely person. When the fish smell finally came, their stomachs growled so loud there was no hiding. They sat down and started eating, and Shuai picked out all the meat out of the bowl. The two of them were happily sucking fish bones. When I stared at her bowl, she panicked, thinking she wasn't supposed to eat alone. I split my fish meat in half and dumped it into both their bowls. They looked at me like I lost my mind. I told them they needed to be fishing more than I did, and I'd go fishing for them now. They still wouldn't eat, so I slammed my bowl down and put on my face. What? You don't like fish? Want a fist instead? They both jumped and started eating me. Honestly, it seemed like the only way to get food to them was to bark a little. We finished the whole fish, bones, and I was maybe 30% full. Then Shuai scooted over and said King Wu was scared to sleep alone after what he had done. He suggested she sit up all night and night, so King Wu could have bed. It took me a second to realize that she was easy and suggested. The three of us staring at each other. King Wu's face went blank. Shuai finally understood what she had said and started saying in apologies, looking like a bored friend. I told him to share the bed, and I'd sleep in the woodshed by the fire. King Wu jumped up, saying he needed to eat. But her torn clothes were barely holding together, and she didn't even have shoes on. They were still in the knees. I grabbed her wrist, put on my tough face, told her my brother was gone, so I was in charge now. Sleep well, told her. Then I softened up, said I'm a grown man. I can handle a knife by the fire. I can't exactly cook meat before.
Ah, come on.
But she reached with her lip, her face flushed, and in a voice brilliant above her whispered, saying, "We can." Outside, the wind was
Fucker.
howling like knives against the walls. The three of us squeezed onto that tiny wood bed. I
You're
lay
gonna be
right on
okay.
the edge.
You're not gonna make it
Half
out
my
here.
body
I know where there's a camp.
Shoreline curled up in the middle
Where?
with her hand
Where?
resting on my
Show
stomach.
me. I'll
And
go.
she was checking I was still reading. She repressed herself into the
Peaceful
corner facing the
Lake.
wall.
Mark
Nobody
Copeland.
slept.
It's safe there.
I stared at the ceiling, thinking
I was
about
done
how
for.
messed up everything was.
Yeah, okay, let's
In
go.
this empire, a younger brother taking his dead brother with him.
Thank you so
Wow.
much.
But the
Oh,
modern
man.
had great skills as
Yeah,
8 years
let them know
ago
it was
had
Deacon
fled this
St.
country.
John. They know me.
Most people lived
Okay,
like
keep
animals,
running. Stay out of sight.
struggling for a bite of food and little warmth. Selling your own children, I couldn't afford to fall apart. No matter how bad it got, I had to keep going. At dawn, I got up before the women, shoveled the snow from my feet. When I came back inside, both of them were hiding under the trees. I grabbed my old hunting gun, fishing gear. First, I checked it.
Ow, fucker.
There
The
we
bait
go.
was still there, but no fish in it. So I decided to push deeper into the mountains with the gun. With an extra mouth to feed now, I had no choice but to take risks. Hunting in winter is brutal. Animals are scarce. You burn through energy fast. You might run into a starting fire. Plenty of hunters from our village had died in those mountains over the years, my father included. When they found his body, his guts had been ripped out. I searched all morning. My stomach was I was freezing. My body was ripped. I was about to head home when I spotted blood in the snow and some paw prints. Bigger than that. A black bear and a big one. It was already here. I hesitated, but the injury wasn't serious enough. Then I thought of Shuang. She was sitting at home with them. If I could kill this bear, have another meat to last the entire week. I did. I tracked it about 3 miles to a sheltered home. The bear was lying on the ground on my back. A horrible gash crossing belly under the shelter. Even half dead, the tender dog scared me. My crude arrows couldn't punch through its hide to reach the organs, so I needed a different plan. I circled down there, crept within 10 meters.
Join us.
Get in there.
Shot it right in the eye. The roar shook the whole forest. The snow fell off from every tree. The bear thrashed around trying to find me, but I already ducked behind cover up. It couldn't smell me. That was the whole strategy. Make it move. Make that belly wound here open wider. Make it bleed out faster. It worked. The snow around it turned red. Eventually, the bear couldn't stop it. But I knew from my past life that bears are smart enough to play dead. I waited half an hour, freezing, until my body was at a minimum. Then I circled around the 7 or 8 meters away and shot at his other eye. The bear didn't flinch. I thought it was finally dead. I pulled out my wood-cutting knife and walked toward it. When I got within 3 meters, I heard it beat. The bastard had taken that second arrow without making a sound on purpose. Its bloody, ruined eyes snapped. It had smelled me close range. The bear rose up on its hind legs like a person, roaring so loud I screamed and ran. But nothing outruns a bear burning its last spark of life. I felt a gust of hot, rotten air behind me. Then something like a sledgehammer smashed into my back. I flew 5 or 6 meters and slammed headfirst into a pine trunk. Everything went spinning. Blood poured down my face. I looked back, barely conscious, and saw the bear dragging guts across the snow toward me, jaws wide open, coming straight for me. I woke up screaming. The bear was on top of me.
Goddamn
All
rippers.
400 pounds of
I am going to kill all of you.
already full. It had died right on me. It was dark. I was alive, but barely. I couldn't feel my arms or legs. My fingers had turned black.
Another
I had
MMU.
frostbite.
Wonder
If
what
I
you're
didn't feel
left
myself,
behind this
I'd either
time.
die here. I yelled for help. Nothing answered me. Every breath felt like swallowing broken ice. I thought about Shuai and finding out I was dead. I saw my face. and I realized this wasn't just my life. It was 3 lives. Mine, hers, and Sheen Rue's. If I died, we were finished. I clawed my way out.
God damn it! Stop it!
When I
I'm trying to
finally
fucking
got
put it
there,
on it and it's fucking moving by itself.
I noticed the carcass had been blocking the wind. My fire starter was gone. It was
Fucking
pitch black.
aim assist.
Staring blindly through the fire was suicide.
Dude, how
Then I
many more
looked at the
bullets
bird.
is this gonna
It was
take?
still warm inside. I took my knife and cut open the belly wound, just enough to leave blood.
Getting ridiculous.
The stench was unbelievable. At the moment that leftover body grabbed me, I didn't care. I just had to survive for one more. Back in the village, she whined. She ran barefoot through the snow.
Fuckers.
I was begging.
Finally.
So she could go look for me. We went to get the village chief, old Zhao, and he rounded up the men with torches to search the house. But the Lee brothers were there too. They pushed to call off the search, saying it was too cold and I was already dead. Shuai begged everyone to keep her. She collapsed in the snow. The village chief told the Lee brothers to carry my women home and take care of them. He and Old Lee had already made a deal. Once I was confirmed dead, the 3 brothers would take Shuai and Sheen. Old Lee slipped the chief 10 copper coins. The chief pretended it was all for the good of the village and the empire's population policy. They were both scum. At dawn, the snow stopped. I crawled out of the bear's belly, steaming in the cold air. I was alive. I couldn't believe it. I looked at that massive bear and knew it was a treasure. I skinned it, butchered it, and hid most of it with the fur in the cave I knew about. Sealed the entrance with rock seals, then kissed around the area to mask the blood smell from other animals. I threw a whole bear leg over my shoulder and started walking home. At the village entrance, Widow Lu saw me, covered head to toe in blood, carrying a giant bear leg. She screamed and fell on her backside, thinking I was a ghost. I told her I was very much afraid. She grabbed my arm to check, then her face went serious. She told me I'd better get home fast, because if I didn't, my wife and sister-in-law were about to become the family property. My blood went cold. I dropped everything else from my mind and sprinted home. While I was gone, the Lee brothers had already made their move. When I reached the house, Sheen Rue was standing alone at the gate, gripping the iron pestle, trying to hold off all 4 of the band, 3 brothers, and their old man. The oldest brother was telling her and Shuai to just come quietly to the Lee house, since the last man in the main family was dead. Villagers stood around watching like it was entertainment, some even cheering them on. The second brother already grabbed Sheen Rue and thrown her over his shoulder. The oldest was heading inside to get Shuai. Then some kid in the crowd shouted, "In you on his back." I walked into the yard covered in blood from head to toe, a massive bare leg on my shoulder, looking like death itself. The second brother nearly dropped Sheen Rue. He put her down fast, and she ran behind me, still trembling. Old Lee tried to smooth things over, saying his boys were just being helpful since women can't survive winter alone. I answered him with a boot to the gut. He flew backwards and hit the ground. The oldest brother grabbed a pestle and charged me. I pulled my blood-soaked knife from my belt. Before it turned into a real killing, Widow Wu showed up with village chief Zhao. He shouted for everyone to stop. Zhao tried to play peacemaker, telling me the Lee family meant well and I should calm down. I stared him dead in the face and asked why. As village chief, he was blaming me instead of the men who broke into my home to take my women while I was gone. He couldn't answer that. He knew he was in the wrong. He'd taken Old Lee's money and helped set the whole thing up. I stepped toward the oldest brother and asked if he wanted to find out whether his iron bar was fast enough. Old Lee told his son to stand down. They left, but the oldest swore this wasn't over. Zhao told me to let it go for the sake of village honor. I gave him one look, and he practically tripped over himself running away. Sheen Rue told me Shuai was inside. She said my wife had tried to kill herself during the night. She said if I was dead, she wanted to follow me to the afterlife. My eyes burned when I heard that. I rushed inside. Shuai was lying on the bed, pale as paper and barely breathing. She looked up at me with empty eyes and whispered, "Husband, are you here to take me? Am I already dead?" I pulled her bony body into my arms and told her neither of us was dead. I told her I was going to feed her until she was plump and healthy, and she was going to give me lots of children. Then Sheen Rue dragged the bare leg inside. When Shuai saw that he
Where's
was
that fucking gas?
went
I see.
blind, and she finally burst into tears against my chest. Real tears for the Lee mom. I held her until she calmed down, then told her tonight we were eating meat until we couldn't. I let the Machine Rouge start to
Ridiculous. Fuckers.
So, what do we think? Are there any synergies that
She could still not go to market. She calmed down, then told her tonight
Ooh,
we were
I missed
eating
about
meat
it.
until we couldn't move.
The
I
other side
let
of
the
the
Machine Rouge start to fire. Both women looked at each other and smiled. The moment we started cooking that bear meat, the smell spread across the entire village. Every hungry family could smell it. On a starvation winter like this, that was torture for everyone. Over at the Lee house, the village chief
Can
down,
of fuel.
old and sat together stewing in jealousy. They figured I'd only brought back one man, which meant the rest of the bear was still up in the mountains. The oldest Lee brother had an idea. If they went up and found the remains,
Here we
they
go.
could claim it as theirs. Zhao gave his blessing, saying anything left on the mountain belonged to whoever found it. His brothers bundled up and headed out to search. Back home, I lifted the lid off the pot, and the smell hit us like a wall. Shuai's eyes lit up. Even Shin Ru, who was still afraid of me, couldn't help
Power's
talking about
off.
the birds and
Figures.
bears and food. She said she'd be happy with just a few sips of broth. I served them both big pieces. They'd never seen this much meat in their lives. Shuai pushed the biggest piece to me first. She wouldn't eat until I did. So I took a huge bite. The meat wasn't fully tender yet.
It's not
but the
gonna
fat
open.
and richness of it
What the
nearly
fuck? I
sealed
turned it on. It's smoking.
Last
See?
life, I never once struggled for a meal. Now I was getting emotional over there.
Here
Oh.
we go.
She booted me up,
Fucking ridiculous.
between Shuai and Wong.
Fucking trash.
We were
Damn
weird.
it. That's gonna bring them all down on me.
Yeah, you check the
She
fucking
wiped her tears quietly and started eating. When that first bite of boiling meat was down,
disturbed.
she almost sobbed out loud. After we were stuck, Shuai heated water from the stove. I was still caked in bear flesh. I was about to strip down when she ran towards Shin Ru, reminding me we were coming.
Here we
She
go.
flushed, thanked me for the meal, and quickly left. Shuai told me to wash up while she got clean clothes. I grabbed her waist and asked if she wanted to wash together. She turned red as a beet, called me shameless, but then bit her lip and whispered she'd wait for me in the bedroom. That was the first time she'd ever said something like that on the phone. I was making progress. I soaked in the hot water and started playing. Bringing meat home openly was going to make people jealous. Good thing I'd hidden most of it. I needed to take some to the county town and sell it. Bear paws and certain parts fetch high prices among rich folk. The fur I'd keep as a friend. We needed so many things. That afternoon, Shuai and I were together. Afterward, I fell into the deepest sleep I'd since arriving in the world. She let me rest, got dressed, and went to the river to wash clothes. She never
But I
complained.
got him.
She just quietly took care of everything inside the house while I handled the outside. I woke up later and got her for her. Couldn't find her.
There.
Figured she'd gone to Shinru's place after finishing the morning. But then I noticed a shadow darting behind the chimney of the kitchen shed. Someone had moved the lid on my big pot. I grabbed the fire poker and shouted for whoever it was coming. No answer. I moved closer. The figure panicked and tried to run past me, but they were small and thin. They bounced off me and hit the ground. It was a girl named Sally. She was punching about 5 or 6 pounds of a hook bear in the chest, shaking her heel and staring up at me. The girl on the ground was Sally, maybe 15 or 16, skin and bones, hair dry and yellow from years of drowning. Her mother starved to death back then. Her father died in the war, just like my brother. Now it was just her and her 70-something grandmother. She smelled the meat cooking and lost her mind for a moment. When I asked what she was doing,
Neuro injector. Just what the doctor ordered.
her grandmother had passed out from starvation, and she was desperate. When she admitted Shuai had been my wife had been at the river washing clothes, passed by their house, saw the old woman
Yeah, that's the
and
stuff.
told Xiao wanted to come ask her for food. But when the girl
Oh,
arrived,
another one of
I
those
was sleeping,
micro
she was
recorders.
deep
Yeah,
asleep.
wonder what happened
So she
here.
just grabbed the meat
About
and tried to
goddamn
run.
time.
That's my
Jesus,
wife.
I'm tired.
Thought part is your fault. Barely
Did I miss
my
anything?
first real meal. She was already thinking about
You
it.
wouldn't believe it.
I
This
sighed and
morning,
told the girl to keep the meat.
goddamn
At dinner, Shuai was nervous, waiting for me to scold her about my
half naked, shaved, Ted's
I just asked how the
really
grandmother
bad.
She wanted to set
Driving
the
a
old
whole
woman
convoy
couldn't
of
even
hippy-dippy
swallow
vans and trucks.
How did he live with
Shit.
I told her the
I've seen
girls
these
would find a
clowns.
hiking point to
They
fulfill.
chanting a bunch of
That
shit
might
like,
be her only chance of survival.
Be
Why
free!
style her?
Follow the
Nancy
pack!
I think she was starting to filled up
Yeah, that's them.
They call themselves
a full
RIP.
belly, a warm body,
Restarts.
and a man's
They got
arms.
some messiah who thinks all
Sometimes
this
that's
shit is
hard.
but or something.
I'm on the
Shit, almost out.
South. Beyond that, I don't know and don't care.
Figure out how to
All right,
move it
man.
without
Have a good
getting
one.
lost. Calling it overthinking county town
See you
is
around.
in times like this, people's hearts are more dangerous than wilder. Meanwhile, the Lee brothers had spent the entire day searching the mountains and bench. Is there anything to get here, too? Came back in person, at least. Oldie sat smoking his pipe, said something clever. I'd have to go back for the meet eventually. All they had to do was watch and follow. Next morning I headed out early. I told Schwein to cut off some of our foot food and take it to King Room. She begged me to wait a day, still shaken from last night. I pinched her cold nose and promised I'd be back before lunch. She found me some meat in the bed, as long as it was good in the mouth, looking back over her shoulder before her. What I didn't know was that shortly after we separated, two shadows slipped into the forest behind us. The Lee brothers were following their friends. The oldest one was already playing. His younger brother asked
That's
what
all
they
of
knew
them.
if I wouldn't answer.
Yeah.
The oldest said people die in these mountains all the time. Slip, fall, accident. Nobody would ask questions. The second brother got excited, talking about eating my food and taking my women. That fantasy gave all three of them a second wind, and they picked up the pace through the snow. I took a winding route through the mountains on purpose. In times like these, a little paranoia keeps you alive. I looped around the same path several times, and sure enough, I spotted extra footprints overlapping with mine. Someone was following me. It worked too well on the Lee brothers.
No, I need more
I
gas.
just ran them into the ground. The oldest figured out I was leading them in circles, and they were furious, gasping for breath in the snow. They noticed their youngest brother had disappeared. Assumed he'd given up on the dog. They decided to stop playing my game and just chase me down directly. What they didn't know was that I'd already doubled back. I watched them stumble off in the wrong direction, chewing on some dry meat. They had bows and knives. Micah was right. They weren't just here to steal. They were planning to kill me out here where nobody could ever. Once they were far enough away, I moved fast. Everything was intact. Over 300 pounds of frozen bear, perfectly preserved. I wrapped up the two-front paws.
Needed this.
The paws are loaded with collagen, considered a delicacy in the modern age.
Good.
The gallbladder is even more valuable.
Yeah, only the Chinese eat fucking bear.
So I did exactly. I sealed the cage back up with a couple of knives. I squeezed down the back door and came closer. Stop right there. Maybe more. Just keep going. We hadn't gone much more. We'd split off, found one. The kid was 16. Used to bullying people under his brother. He swaggered up and took the cloth off my head. When he saw the bear pause in all his eyes went wide. He told me to stay for one and dug up. He said the village chief had ruled that he was the outside of the mountain. He started rambling about selling the farm and kept going. Only spending the money. He turned his back to me and started clearing the snow. I called his name. He turned around. I put an arrow into his throat. He dropped to his knees, grabbing me shot, taking off him. He tried to scream for his brothers, but nothing came out except death. He staggered 2 steps and formed a second arrow in his back and skull. He hit the ground and didn't move. My hands were shaking so badly, he barely pulled me back. It was the first time I killed someone, but I knew if I let him go, the 3 of them would come back together. They
Bunch of
killed
murderers and vagrants. Just as soon shoot you as look at you.
I didn't have a choice. I cleaned up the blood, carried the body to a cliff on the backside of the mountain, and threw it over.
Someone's trying to tell you.
Disappeared.
I gotta help.
Then I sat in
I got
the snow
this.
staring.
Hang on. Hey, it's not safe out here in the shit. I know where there's a camp that...
What camp?
You, come on, seriously, you take forever talking to these guys.
Show me.
I went straight to the
I'll go.
fanciest restaurant. Well, standing on bloodstained grass among all
This
the
one gets you
locals,
trust.
Peaceful
This.
Lake.
out back.
Mark
But the
Copeland.
waiter
It's safe
had no
there.
eyes. He didn't
Oh,
look
man.
down on me.
Thank you.
Just let me
Thank
feel
you. I was
quiet
done
for
for.
a bit.
Holy shit. I was
Come on.
a
The
goner.
moment that waiter saw
Yeah,
me,
go there. Come on, let's go.
pulled
Thank you
balls
so much, man.
out. His legs gave out.
Thank you. Thank you.
He begged me
Name's
not to.
Deacon. They
He
know who I am.
scrambled upstairs.
Keep your head down and run.
Then someone had brought top grade lectures. A fat old man with a padded toe came hopping into the back room. Ralph walked away to the restaurant. He tried to play it cool, and the second he saw their arm I caught the flash of the sun. He asked my price. I didn't give him. I had no idea what he was doing. So when I told him smart, told him I was here to make a friend, and I gave him the first ticket. Then I thought it that I heard his restaurant was in good. That last part was
God damn it, you sons of bitches.
market price. He offered 70 episode. I didn't show. I've been hoping for this. But I kept my face warm and older because I didn't see him on the question box. And she just like enough to tell me that he came back with 85 tails plus 200 pounds of fine white rice. The rice was exactly what she wanted. Those were straight back. John offered to have it deliver the rice to my village. They pick up 2 tickets for that. That was perfect. Let's carry 200 pounds of rice. Walking home with 65 tails of silver and pounds. I also told him about the 300 pounds of fish. He jumped at me. The county magistrate's mother had a good bird that was on the so I came back to the village with over a dozen restaurant workers. The villager's style was constructed. I got to see Widow Luger had to tell Shuai.
So, you want to learn how to hunt? Is that what I'm hearing?
I know how to shoot a gun.
Came out white as
It's a
snow.
rifle.
Probably thinking I'd gone back to my old criminal ways. Then she heard me yelling for her to clear out the rice jar. When she saw bags of pure white rice, the kind most villagers had never seen in their entire lives, she almost fainted. I expect I'd sold the bear parts and traded the meat, but I kept quiet about it.
Oh, I gotta hold it the whole time.
No need to advertise that kind of money in the starving village. The guard captain quietly posted a few men at my house to keep the neighbors from trying anything while I went back up the mountain to the rest of the crew. At the cave, they hauled out 276 pounds of meat. I kept 30 pounds.
Well, okay
and
then.
roasting
Look
saved
hard.
for ourselves.
See this
The
pile of
captain
deer
told me
scat?
I could have gotten
It's
double the
fresh.
price if we were-
Yeah, I
I
see it.
told him I'd rather take
They lead
less
this way.
than stay alive. He
Yeah,
looked at
I
me
can see
differently.
that.
Well,
When we
come
got
on,
back,
man.
half the village was crowded around my gate, swallowing hard at the sight of all that meat being carried out. Then a furious
Quick,
voice cut
there's
through
your
the
buck.
crowd.
I see him.
Where's my third brother?
Now here,
What if
use
they
my
did
rifle.
old me
If you were in the 10th mountain, you know how to use a scope.
Screaming that their youngest had been missing all night.
Yeah, Cope, I know how to use a
The
scope.
oldest brother told everyone they'd been hunting a badger in the mountains.
Easy, easy.
He said the youngest started crying.
You got him. Nice
Since I was
shot.
the only other person around, I must have done something to him.
Oh, God damn it,
I
it wasn't a
kept my
kill
face
shot. He got away.
That was the most
Oh, no,
important
that's
moment.
okay.
Not a single
You
punch.
wounded him.
The restaurant
bleed
guard
out soon
stepped in
enough.
front of me like a wall.
We just gotta
and
track
boldly
him.
tried to grab me.
Okay.
The Lee family are classic bullies. The second they saw that big man in the city, they backed right up. I spoke up quietly. I said Black Wing Ridge is full of wild animals.
Yeah, I see him.
Bears, tigers, anything. Maybe their brother just had bad luck and got
On it.
dragged off by something hungry. Oldie screamed, collapsed, and
He'll
passed
be
out
slowing
cold
down
in
about
his
now.
spine. The two remaining
much blood.
brothers stared at me, grinding their teeth.
We should be coming across his carcass any time
They
now.
found nothing. Village chief Zhao showed up.
Okay, you know how to gut an animal?
Told me to continue
Yeah,
the
look.
fight gun.
Cope, Boozer and I had been hunting before. He used to go elk hunting with his old man, and yeah, he showed me how to gut a deer.
Now what?
Well, let's just say, no disrespect to Boozer, but
Noticed the restaurant guard standing
you got a lot to learn.
changed his tune back.
You're wasting a
Was
lot
I
of meat
supposed to
there.
kill him?
Overall, not bad for a
The
beginner.
oldest brother turned to
Yeah,
me,
thanks.
threw a threat over his shoulder. Said if I killed his brother, this wasn't over. That was his mistake. I told him to stop. He turned around. I kicked him so hard in the stomach, he flew backwards into the snow. Before he could get up, I was on top of him with my bow drawn. an arrow pointed at his throat.
Whoa.
The whole yard went dead silent. I told him his brother's
Now,
disappearance had
I'll take-
nothing to do with him. But if he ever threatens
Let me get
my
the gate.
life, my sister-in-law,
Look at that.